it's been a pretty busy period for you. Let's start with how Barbados tourism has been doing. We're hearing it's been doing quite well so far this year.
Yeah, Johnson, thank you for the interview as well. And as you know, we're here at ITB this year, but it really follows up a solid year in Barbados, as you know, in 2015. So we're quite pleased with the progress. And I think it was all driven by our increased airlift across all the major markets and some very pleasing progress with new product as well in terms of hotel product on the island. And certainly for this coming winter and this winter that we're in now, it's been shaping up very, very well. And we are now here sort of examining how we can grow the European market.
From what I'm hearing, preliminary numbers seem to suggest January, February already this year outperforming similar period last year. What are the numbers saying?
Well, we've looked at January and February's numbers, and we expect that the winter is going to be strong. And I think the emphasis at BTMI is not always to look back at how we're doing, because it's easy to say, oh, we did very well. But I think we're always constantly concerned and focused on the forward-looking picture, how the bookings are going and so on. So we do not expect by any means to replicate double-digit increases of last year, because that's going to be a difficult thing to do. But I think in all the markets we are showing some good positive progress. And I'm really pleased to announce here that we established a European division in Europe with the appointment of Anita Nightingale, so that's going to be our focus, because we think Germany and some of the other European countries are still good potential for us in the coming months.
And in Europe, that doesn't include the UK, so it's the rest of Europe, is that correct?
No, you're right, it doesn't include the UK. So our major markets we consider US, Canada, UK, those are the big three, and they were double-digit increases last year. Germany is our number one market out of Europe, and they were up about 3 or 4%. But that was despite the fact that we had one less Condor flight. And pleased to report that we are going to get an additional service this coming November. So that looks very positive for the island.
And this is from Frankfurt, is it?
This is going to be from Munich. So a brand new city, Munich, Tobago, Barbados, effective November 12th on Condor.
So what is the strategy going to be for the rest of Europe, minus the UK, now that you've appointed a director for Europe?
The strategy is going to be really to analyze the countries that have the best potential for growth for us in the short and the medium term. And certainly we're going to sort of target probably the top 6, Tier 1 and Tier 2 countries, and we're going to focus our attention on those. And obviously looking at where the airlinks are as well. And we really want to grow Europe, and I think there's also some good chances of additional airlift probably in the next 12 to 18 months as well.
In addition to Germany, what are the other key of this top 6 that you're looking at?
Germany, France, Italy. Scandinavia has always been a favorite for Barbadians, and we think we want to refocus on Scandinavia. Netherlands, those are really the key. Germany, Switzerland, Austria, of course, would be the 3 that go together. So I think those are the ones of concentration. But France definitely has some good potential. And we think Scandinavia is our next best bet to sort of refocus some energy compared to where we were 2 or 3 years ago.
I've just come out of a meeting with representatives here in Germany, and one of the things that I heard was budget, that you probably need to spend a little bit more budget. How do you work within limited budgets to grow the numbers in Europe?
Well, I think that's always the big challenge. And certainly in the next 4 weeks, we're going to be looking at the budget allocation for Europe. I think we're going to be reallocating some of the resources, but I think digital marketing is really the key to getting more direct to the customer and doing it more efficiently from a budget standpoint.
I also heard a lot of calls for twinning and multiple destination packages in Europe, especially with countries that have direct airlinks. Barbados has another one coming up, so you do have some direct airlinks from Germany. How do you envisage working with other destinations to grow your numbers from Germany, but to also help them grow their own numbers from Germany?
Oh, a very important question. We actually, our Condor flights actually go via 2 other islands at the moment. The Munich flight will go via an island and then come back to Barbados as well. So we already do it. And we're happy because what it does is it allows the airline to be able to maximize its seats maximize its ability to fill those seats, but we take our fair share. And that's really how our focus is going to be. And the opportunities for twinning is probably going to happen in the near future as well, with European airlines going to cities like Miami, for example. There may be opportunities for us with some of these airlines that have code share with some of our major US partners to be able to have that sort of tactical strategy going forward.
What's the outlook for Barbados tourism on whole and for Europe for 2016?
The outlook, I'm always positive. I'm always of the view that we want to be aggressive, we want to be positive, we also want to be realistic. I think our outlook is that we think that we can grow the market. It depends a lot on the partnerships that we have with everybody who's delivering the business out of Europe, but it all depends on the hotel partners that we have in Barbados as well. So we're working with them in terms of being creative in packages and certainly co-op marketing with them to give more exposure, because we think some of the hotel brands in Barbados can be used to leverage the island just as much as we're trying to spread the destination awareness of Barbados.